Hi, my name's Carla Maragano, and I'm an attorney at the Montgomery County Public Defender's Office. I'm here to talk about House Bill 110, or the Good Samaritan Law. This law came into effect in 2019, and it came into effect when legislators wanted to do something to combat Ohio's growing addiction epidemic. When they were talking to family members, they kept on hearing the same sad story. Their loved ones that were going through addiction, they would have an overdose, they were in an area where there was other people, but no one would call for medical assistance, and they would leave. They were scared of themselves getting any sort of criminal convictions or getting in trouble. So their loved one was left alone to pass away and never receive any sort of medical attention. So legislators drafted this law to grant immunity for someone facing a minor drug possession. And they did this in hopes that if someone's going through an overdose, they'll call for medical assistance, and then this will help save more lives. So how does this work? So if you yourself are going through an overdose, a friend is going through an overdose, you call for help, and assistance comes, they're taken to the hospital to be stabilized, get an assessment, which is basically going to crisis care or any sort of qualified facility. They'll ask you questions about if you have any sort of drug or substance abuse issues, if you have, when's the last time you used drugs. They'll ask you about your past. The whole process takes about an hour. And then they'll make a referral for treatment. The referral is, hey, I think you should go to counseling once a week. Hey, maybe you should do inpatient treatment. It could be a variety of different things. But you don't even have to complete treatment. You don't even have to start treatment. The main thing is getting that assessment and getting that referral. So if a criminal charge does pop up, months from now, you have that as your backup plan. You had that assessment, that referral, and you can get the case dismissed. So what I would recommend is if in your situation, police arrive on scene for an overdose, and you don't know if charges are gonna come forward, I would recommend that you get that assessment and you get that referral for treatment, because you could get this case dismissed if a criminal charge does pop up. Normally for drug cases, whatever evidence is found on scene, the officers send it to a criminal laboratory. They have to determine what the illegal substance is. That can take weeks at best. Usually it takes months. It can even take years. So by the time you know that there's a criminal charge, it could be months and years after that incident happened. So a couple things to remember is you can only get a case dismissed under House Bill 110 twice, and that there's no limit on assessments or referrals for treatment. So if you think a charge is coming forward, I would recommend you get that assessment, you get that referral for treatment. If a criminal charge doesn't pop up, you're fine. No harm, no foul. If it does, you have that backup plan. This program can really change lives. You're gonna hear from a few testimonials of how important this program is.
I didn't realize I was eligible to have my case dismissed through House Bill 110 until my lawyer told me. But since I had gone to rehab after the overdose that caused me to get the charge, the assessment from that facility counted, and I was able to get a copy of the assessment to my lawyer and got the charge dismissed.
I ended up catching a possession charge almost 6 months after I had gotten clean. It was from an overdose almost a year before then. I was working and getting ready to go to trade school to become an HVAC tech. Because I had gone to treatment and gotten an assessment soon after the overdose, we got the records from the treatment facility and my charge was dismissed. I could have never gotten a job with the company I'm with now with a recent felony on my background.
I got caught with drugs on me after an overdose, and I heard from a friend that if I went to treatment, I could get the charge dismissed. I went to treatment, got clean, and didn't have to worry about a court case or probation while I was getting my life back on track.
If you have any questions about how this process works, where to get an assessment, and the referral for treatment, feel free to contact our office at the Montgomery County Public Defender's Office.